Hello guys, this is Mujib once again, and today it's a concern. Having fever doesn't necessarily mean that you're having malaria. Yeah, I know very many people are laughing right now, but it's quite serious. So in our communities here, very many people think that when they get fever, they are having malaria, which is correct, but it doesn't necessarily mean that, because fever can be a symptom of very many conditions. Yeah, you get it. So fever is the elevation of the body's temperature above the normal. So when you touch your temperatures and you feel that they are elevated, yeah. So the normal temperatures, it's a range of temperatures, but for you I can tell you that 7 degrees Celsius. When you search on Google, they will give you that 7 degrees Celsius, but it's a range. So fever, like how I told you, is a symptom of very many conditions. Yeah? So it can be a symptom of typhoid, it can be a symptom of malaria itself, it can be a symptom of cholera, it can be a symptom of it can be a symptom of COVID, it can be a symptom of very many conditions. Why? Because fever comes as the body's reaction towards an infection. So when you get an infection, how does your body react? So our bodies are made in very many ways. Our bodies react to conditions in very many ways, whereby we have inflammation, all those processes. When the body is reacting to conditions, they include fever. Like when the body is trying to fight, you get some little bit of fever. You can detect it by the one small wounds. When you have a wound on your body, you start feeling some fever, like the temperature raises because the body is trying to fight those bacteria that come from the wound. So fever doesn't necessarily mean that you're having what, malaria, but I like urge you to go for testing. When you get some little bit of fever, you go for testing. You can get a malaria kit, test yourself, detect whether you're having malaria, or you can go to the hospital, they test you to see whether you have what, malaria. But don't say that I'm having malaria already and you go for treatment. Yeah, so sometimes you're misusing the drug. You might be having another infection, you might also be having an STI, and you're there taking drugs for what, for malaria. So fever, like what we have said, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're having what, malaria. Yeah, thank you very much. I remain Mujib. So that was a concern. I know some of you are going to argue, but it was a concern.